One T-Time. I see you got Roscoe Dash coming in mere moments. We right here live with the Nut House, baby. As good as it gets, right here. Wow.
Like Steve always say, it's hump day on a
Hump
Wednesday.
day.
Had to go and stay around for you real quick. But right now, we have my man. Go ahead and let him know who's in the building right now.
And Roscoe Dash checking in, man, on behalf of MMI Music Line Zone 4 and RASCO, man, the originator of that All the Way Turned Up.
Yes, sir. He's in the building with the Nut House.
Nut House.
We are going to be talking to him here in a mere minutes. All I need you guys to do is go ahead and call us up. If you got any questions you want to ask him, call us up or send us a tweet or send us a text right now at 3909. Let's get into some music before we get it turned up here at Wild 941. I know you guys are right out to that B.O.B. right now. You're chilling with the Nut House. And in the Nut House, we have ATL finalists. We've been bumping this song in the club, talking about all the way turned up. Roscoe Dash, what's up, homie?
What's going on, man? Yeah.
Hey, man, we chilling. Well, welcome to the Nut House.
I appreciate it.
You know, so what's going on with you? First of all, a lot of people don't know about you, but we do know about you. But for the people that don't know about you, go ahead and tell them who you are.
With Polo the Don. So, you know, we just working, man. We're trying to bring a whole different feel of music into the industry.
And can I just say, respect as far as to you needs to go out for not only what you're doing with the song, but the fact that you were here on time.
Yes, that never happens.
No doubt, we
Ever.
literally wait up here sometimes like, yeah, we're going to be here at 7. Yeah. About 8 o'clock, bitches roll through, you know what I'm saying? So respect to you for getting here on time.
Oh, yeah,
So,
no doubt.
how'd you get linked up with Soulja Boy for this track?
Actually through my producer, which is K on the track. He's the same person who did the Swag Surfing record and a couple of other hit records out of ATL. He was working on some stuff for Soulja Boy. He did his patriotic song, and he pretty much talked to him on a regular basis. So Soulja Boy actually tweeted on Twitter that he wanted to be on the All the Way Turned Up remix like 2 weeks prior to us getting him on the record. So I just put 2 and 2 together, and you know what I'm saying, K made it happen.
Were you always a solo artist? Because I read online that you were part of a group.
Yeah, a long time ago when I was in middle school, probably like 8th grade up to like 10th grade, I was in a group called Blackout Boys in Atlanta, which was pretty, it was like a local group, you know what I'm saying? So I just broke away from that, which I'm still cool with all of them, but I just felt like I needed to do my own thing, you know what I mean? So I'm working.
What do they say now that you're on the radio? Your song
They
is...
call me every day. We still talk every day, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been cool since like 5th, 6th grade.
Do they ask if they can get on a track?
Oh yeah, and I'm always willing to do it. That's home team, man. So you always gotta stick with the people who you came up with. You know what I mean? So,
You know, I want to actually, she brought up the group aspect of it, and I got to ask you about another group. And I know people say it's old news and all that, but here in the Bay Area, no, I'm just saying, here in the Bay Area, we're not super familiar with it. And when I was reading up on it, it's actually quite interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So can you explain the whole All the Way Turned Up album with the, I don't even want to call it beef, because that's just too much, you know what I'm saying? Can you just go into the whole story? With the whole Travis Porter thing?
Yeah, no doubt. Basically, it started off, I made the All the Way Turned Up song by myself first with 3 verses. My cousin, which is YT, he's on the end of the version with Travis Porter. He was an investor in that group, so that's how I met them and linked up with them in the first place. And we was just kicking it one day, and I was playing the song in the car, and one of the group members, which is Strap, he heard the song, and he wanted to get on the song, so I was like, cool, because at that time, they had a bigger brand than me. So, you know, it was all about branding, and the group that I was in was like a local group, and even when I broke away from that, I was still only known locally, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but they had their side of town and my side of town, so I'm like, okay, I need to expand, I just need to network and get with somebody who's a little more out there than me. So, I went and cleared 2 verses off of the song, and put them on the record. It was released on their mixtape, which was I'm a Different Part 2, came out on August 1st, but it was released as a Travis Porter song. It was Travis Porter featuring ATL and YT. ATL's what my name was before I changed it to Roscoe Dash. And basically, like, everybody thought it was a Travis Porter record because that was, like, the hottest song on their mixtape. So once it got out, nobody tried to correct it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody corrected it. They really called it a typo, if you will. But, you know, everybody knows what it is. It's just, we was trying to get it cleared up, but they were really dragging their feet on clearing up the whole thing. And at the same time, that record's taking off. And I'm like, well, you know, this is a hot record, and it's expanding real fast. We didn't even have to put any money or anything behind the record. It really just did what it did in the streets. And that kind of progressed it to getting on the radio and doing everything else that it did. So I'm like, you got to give credit to the people who put you on the song. And now, like, even to this day, they're still going around saying that, you know, they made the song and they made it what it was and this and that. But I'm like, if you have no first verse and no hook, then you don't have no song.
Pretty much.
True. Well, I don't hear their song on the radio, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
And as an outsider watching the YouTube back and forthness,
Right.
you can almost see, it seems like, well, because you have gotten a little bigger than them, that's somebody trying to pull you back down.
You don't want to go backwards.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like to now. So I thought it was an interesting story, though.
Right.
So let's actually get into All the Way Turned Up. We're going to come back with more of RASCO Dash. Soldier Boy, it's Wild 94.1.
Yeah, we're getting turned up right now at RASCO Dash here at Wild 94.1. You are chilling with the Nut House.
Nut House.
Bro, where the hell did you get RASCO Dash?
Man, honestly, it took me about 2.5 months to come up with that name, and like, I came up with a lot of different other things before I came up with RASCO Dash, but I really just went and gave up on my own creative expression when I went to the internet and started researching old superhero names, how they have alternate identities.
Right.
And I took Dash from The Incredibles, which is a little boy who run real fast, and I
Oh,
got RASCO
okay.
from somebody else who, I forgot what the actual superhero was, but it was their alternate, it was the first name of their alternate identity. So I just put two and two together and came up with something that was catchy that makes people be like, who was Roscoe Dash when they hear it, you know what I mean?
I was hoping that you were going to say you got Roscoe from Dukes of Hazzard.
That might,
Remember Roscoe Pico Train?
Because I know it was like I had to go to Google and I just typed in alternate identities and names of all the people who were somebody back in the comic days and all that stuff, and I just started taking names and writing them down, trying to match them. I was drawing lines across the paper, trying to come up with names. And
I ain't gonna lie. Every time I think of Roscoe Dash, I think about my cousin back home in Texas, in the country, because you always got a cousin named Roscoe or an uncle. And plus, I can think about the Martin movie that he made a couple years ago. I'm like, Roscoe Dash.
Well, for the people that aren't in here, do you have it tattooed on your head?
I got a
All I see is Dash. I can only see one
that's all
side.
it says is
Oh, okay,
Dash.
Dash.
That's it.
So, being from Atlanta, what were some of the artists that you grew up listening to that inspired you to do what you do now?
I think anybody from Atlanta will say the same thing when you say Outkast, first and foremost, just because of, you know what I'm saying, the way that they were versatile and different, and how they brought a different style of music into the game. Then I would say CeeLo, Goody Mob, the whole Dungeon family, really. You know what I mean? Anybody from the South, honestly, but I also listened to some Biggie, some Pac, you know what I'm saying? All the people who were somebody when I was growing up.
Did you go all the way over to the West Coast?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tupac,
Because,
all day.
you know, I grew up here, so the Tampa Bay area is kind of like a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? We say we're South, even though we're further south than Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can't claim Atlanta. We can't claim the East Coast like New York. We can't claim the West Coast. So it's like we got a melting pot of everything. That's why it's kind of interesting when people come in here to see what kind of music inspired them to do what they do, you know? So what you got on deck? You making a video for All the Way Turned Up?
Yeah, we actually just finished shooting the video this past Saturday. It's going to be crazy. It's a crazy video, crazy setting. Just completely opposite of what anybody would think for that record. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait till it's released.
Where did you guys shoot the video?
It was actually in a warehouse in Atlanta, off of Lee Street in Atlanta. It kind of like the feel of the video. When I walked in, I was thinking when I heard that it was gonna be in a warehouse, I was like, well, what are you gonna do in a warehouse that applies to All the Way Turned Up? But when I went in there, it looked like a cut scene from Lethal Weapon or something like that. They had like a rock band with a whole bunch of light. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So we should be checking the video out. Should be coming out maybe spring break time.
Soon?
Okay.
Couple weeks.
Now, Polo John said something that caught my ear, and this is definitely, I know. and I know you can make this happen for me. Now, with all the Outcasts and, you know, the Goody Mob artists and even T.I. and whatnot, you have a whole new crew coming in, like your sub, B.O.B., Young L.A., so on, Soulja Boy, and so on and so on. Do you guys think that y'all can bring that dominancy back into the music game like it used to be back in Atlanta?
Yeah, I think that, you know, if everybody's different, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody has their own style of music, so I feel like if everybody was to come together and just put their minds together to make good music as a whole,
right,
and not just independently, that, you know what I'm saying, we can bring the South back and we can bring back that old dirty South feeling.
Oh, for sure.
Preach. Preach to them.
When's the album going to be dropping?
April 27th.
All right, we don't have a title for it.
We don't have a title for it yet, but we know that April 27th, we done made these people wait long enough, so we ready to drop it.
Well, before we let you go, we've got a big show coming up, March 20th. We call it Wild
Show.
Splash. It takes place by the water. big, huge spring break show.
Bikini.
Now, we just do a little, you know,
There are a lot of bikinis.
we just do a little tiny night show up here. So we don't make any of these decisions, but I'm sure I'm speaking for the rest of the Nut House.
Nut House.
We would love to see you come back
Okay, cool.
and rock that bitch on stage.
For sure.
Okay, cool. Well, we definitely gonna chop that up and see what we can work out. I definitely love to come out here and be a part of that.
See, he said that with the Nut House. So if it does happen, the Nut House told y'all bitches.
Buckley got it when he said bikinis. That's all he needed to hear.
And again, too, with all the requests that we get, I'm sure, you know, all the Wild listeners out there would love to see you be doing it live on stage at Wild
Turned
Splash.
up.
So when we leave here, maybe we need to take you back to the back
Back to
so
the
that
back.
we can get the real decisions made.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming through,
No
man. Wish you well. You going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we're gonna be in the Super Bowl. We're gonna be in Miami. Then we're gonna go. We're gonna be in Dallas for All Star Weekend. We really just all over the place. We just started this promo tour.
Okay.
So Tampa is the first stop on this promo tour. Definitely won't be the last. So we just out here working, man.
All right, Colts or Saints? Colts or Saints?
Man, you can't put me on the spot.
Come on, Roscoe. Come on,
I'm gonna
dog.
go for the
Cheers.
Saints though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the Saints because
Damn it.
just because they're the underdogs. But the Colts do have the best quarterback in the league right now. So
Most definitely.
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good game.
Hey, Roscoe, we appreciate you again, man, stopping
Yeah,
through
thank
with us.
you.
Hopefully, we will see you on the 20th of March. Hopefully. We will see you out there at Wild Splash, and good luck with everything, man, that you got coming up in the future, bro.
Bitch, I'm clean. Swag
Wild
on me.
94.1.
Get it on lean with a fresh white tee. Hell no, boy, you ain't fresh like me. Oh no, hell no, you ain't fresh like me. Bitch, I'm clean. Swag on me. Get it on lean with a fresh white tee. Hell no, boy, you ain't fresh like me. Oh no, hell no, you ain't fresh like me. Bitch, I'm clean. By the way I dress, I stay fresh. Mr. Get Money, I dress to impress. Yes, I know I got them jacking my swag. Soon as I hit the mall, I was popping them tags. I got my feet on lean, fresh white tee. Hell no, boy, you ain't fresh like me.